We continue. All right. So we're going to work with two conversations. They are related to job environment. Okay. So, but while you're working in those two conversations, we are going to use these words, these phrases. Yes, I mean. So please copy this on your notebooks, those sentences on your notebooks. First one, we have number one. Okay. As soon as you can, please copy the phrases. Thank you, Victor. Yes. Just try this copy if you, because we're gonna use those phrases during the activities. Yes. All right. Okay, so let's say the first phrase we have. I'm sorry for the interruption. I'm sorry for the interruption. I'm sorry for the interruption. Number two. Could you repeat that, please? Could you repeat that, please? So when are you going to use this one and this one? Do you know when? If you, the number one, if you want to know something, you're going to say, excuse me, or I'm sorry for the interruption, teacher. And then you say what you want to ask. Yes? And the number two, when to make me or someone repeat, right? When you don't understand something, you say, could you repeat that, please? It is polite, right? Because we can use the other one, can you, right? But using this phrase or that question, you're being polite, right? Well, and then we have number three. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. How do you say, and then the word that you don't know in English? You say, excuse me, sir. How do you say? How do you say something in English, right? Excuse me, sir. This is a polite question, sir, right? Excuse me, sir. And number four, we have again. Excuse me, sir. How do you spell? How do you spell? How do you spell? Excuse me. Do you remember these phrases? In level one, remember? But we only learned how to use spell. Now we add in, excuse me, sir, to be more polite. Yes? Excuse me, sir. How do you spell? And you say the word. Could be a job, for example, or any other word. And another one, number five, we have another phrase. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Do you think it's a polite phrase, this one? Yes. Do you think it's a polite? Yes. Yes? Why? Because you're going you're going to say bye, but saying a nice phrase like this one, right? Have a nice day. It's a friendlier. It's friendlier that phrase. Have a nice day, right? And we often say to our friends, right? Well, so those phrases, you are going to use it during the class. Maybe number five you're going to use in the end of the class, right? When we finish the class, and everybody goes home, right? So, but the other ones, if you have any questions, so try to use those phrases during the activity we're going to work with. Okay, any questions so far? No questions? So far so good? Remember that we're reviewing some theirs, past tense theirs, okay? So now, we move to the conversations. We have this conversation. The first conversation is really easy, yes, but we haven't practiced it before. So we have new information, some new information. For example, you're gonna be A, and they're gonna be B, the group B. We have two in this dialogue. The first one, let's say you are A, you say, good afternoon, Cecilia. Good afternoon, Cecilia. Good afternoon, Cecilia. And you say, good afternoon, Mr. Supervisor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Supervisor.
You say, Mario didn't come in today, and now it's their turn. Can you stay late? Remember about the intonation. Can you stay late? And you say, how late? How late? Until 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Until 8 p.m.
Yes, I can. But I must go home first.
Yes, I can. I must go home first.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Yes. So you're going to try to memorize this brief conversation. You are in Paris right now. We're just missing someone. No, Mr. Galobo. Could you move to sit so we can practice? Try to memorize this conversation, because then you're going to practice and say it. It's very easy, it's not difficult. Okay? So we have only like we have 4 lines for each person, and they are very good. Yes? Get together and try to memorize the conversation. And don't forget, try to use the phrases that we talked about before. For example, I'm sorry for the interruption. Or you can say, excuse me, sir, how do you spell? Excuse me, sir, how do you say that? Try to use those too. But you're in the class. You're in the two. You know what you're going to do? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Eddie. You don't need to copy the conversation. You just can practice from the board. Yes. For example, Anna is gonna be A and he's gonna be B, right? So you, Anna, are going to ask him, "Good afternoon, Celia," or "Good afternoon, Anna," and Anna is gonna say, "Good afternoon, Mr. Supervisor," because he's gonna be your supervisor in this case, right? So go ahead. You can start. You can practice do too.
Yeah, but I can see.
You can see.
Yeah, because that was my father.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to move to.
Yeah.
So try to practice it. Where did it come in today? Only this part. That over there is this hand. I want you to concentrate here. Oh, Really, you're ready to pass and say the conversation? It's gonna be a really oh yes. Don't forget about intonation in the question.
Yes, I can.
Can you stay late? How late? Make the intonation. Ask the question louder, my sister. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. How do you say supervisor in English? You say supervisor, So, well, everybody's ready, right?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
we're going to have we're going to have let's say okay, if you're ready to pass and say the conversation, let's say Anna in Abiel. Anna and Abiel, please pass. Obviously you want to see the conversation. Yes. Yes? That's okay. So go ahead.
Good afternoon, Cecilia. Mario did not come in today. Will you stay late?
Okay.
Until 8 p.m.
Yes, I can. I like to call Andre.
Sure. Thank you so much, Cecilia.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay, let's have now let's have Aldo and Jasmine. Thank you. Aldo and Jasmine. You're sick, I'm sorry.
Good afternoon, Mr. Supervisor.
You're supposed not to read.
How late? Yes, it can, but I must call conference.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Supervisor.